All right, guys. Hopefully you can hear me pretty well. We're trying a little different format with this new Teams situation. So hopefully you can get this, see things clearly, and we'll go from there. So we're going to go over a couple of problems today from lesson 8.5b, which is we started today. So let me throw out the first example. If they want the vertex to be at -4, 2, and they want you to write an equation, a function, a quadratic function for that particular equation, for that particular point. So remember, vertex form, right? This is our vertex form where H and K tell us the vertex. It also tells us how far to move it left and right, which is our X value, and how far up and down to move it, which is our Y value. Okay? And so all we're going to do is we're going to plug those in. Now, they didn't tell us any other information, so I don't have to worry about A. I can just say A is 1 for this problem. Okay? Now that's going to change a little bit later on. Okay? So I'm going to just plug in -4 for H. I'm going to do that a little differently so you can see it. All right, so there's my -4 for H, and I'm going to plug 2 in for K. Okay, and now I got to work that problem out by FOILing this, right, because it's squared. And so X squared, multiply those together and double it. That squared. And then I have this +2 here. And so my final answer, X squared plus 8X plus 18. Okay, so that is the quadratic function that has a vertex of -4, 2. Okay, so that's how you do that first problem. Feel free to pause these, rewind. That's the nice thing about this video format, is that you can go back and look at it at different times. Okay, now they may also say, okay, we're not just going to give you the vertex, now we're going to give you some zeros or some solutions. Okay, so let's say the zeros are at 1 and 4. Okay, how to write the quadratic function that has zeros of that. Now this is a different format. Okay, this one we want it to look like this, right? We want to change our zeros into factors. Okay, so for the +1, I'm going to make it the opposite sign when I put it in the factor in the parentheses, and the +4 is going to become a -4. Then what? Well, again, FOIL it out. Right? Combine your like terms here. And there is my function. That's a function that has zeros at 1 and 4. Okay? So we have first one the vertex, this one the zeros. What if they just tell you the x-intercept? Okay, well that's something not completely different. I'm sorry, not the x-intercept, the axis of symmetry. If they tell you the axis of symmetry is at x equals 3, okay, they're going to give you 4 choices and say which one has an x value or an axis of symmetry at x equals 3. Well, now we go back to our very first lesson, okay, where I gave you a little formula, -b over 2a, that will help you find the x value of the vertex, which happens to also be the axis of symmetry. So you take your 4 choices, you take their b value, you plug it in, you take the a value, you plug it in, and you see which one gives you an x value of 3. Okay? They may also give you a problem that says the range is y is greater than 4. Okay, find the function that has that. Well, we know that that 4 has to be part of the vertex. Right? It's got to be x4. And it says it's got to be greater than 4. Right? So if my y value is supposed to be 4, right, it's got to be somewhere in here, but it's going to be going up, right? And so there's a lot of different problems that could do that as well. So when they give you A, B, C, and D here, you're going to have to just work those out using x equals negative b over 2a, right? So take that first equation, plug your b in, plug your a in, find out what that is, and see if it gives you a y value of 4. This will find the x. You got to plug it back into the equation to find the y value. And we're looking for a y value of 4. Okay? Which one of these will give you a y value of 4? That's how we do that problem. Multiple choice. Okay? And the last type of problem is going to be a little more difficult. Okay? They're going to give us a couple of zeros. Let's say negative 2 and 4. And they're going to give us another point somewhere on the graph. Okay? So maybe they're going to give us the point 1, negative 2. Something like that. Okay? So it's got to cross the x-axis at these 2 points, but then it's also going to go through that. And what that does is that gives you a lot of options for A. And so what we're going to do is we're going to set up our problem with an A in front, and then we're going to do our linear factors, the 2 and the negative 2 and the 4. So x minus 2, remember I want to change my sign, x plus 2, and then the x minus 4. Okay? I'm not going to worry about the point yet until after I have FOILed this out. Okay? So when I FOIL this, I'm going to get x squared minus 2x minus 8. Okay? Now, the point is this. When x is 1, y is supposed to be negative 2. Okay? So when x is 1, x is 1, it better give me an answer of negative 2. But if you notice, the a is what's going to dictate that. Okay? So I go ahead and work out this part. So 1 minus 2 is negative 1, minus 9 is, minus 8 is negative 9, is equal to negative 2. Okay? And now to solve for a, I divide by negative 9, and I get a positive, there's 2 negative signs there, I get a positive 2/9. Okay? And so now, all I'm going to do is take that 2/9, and I'm going to plug it back in to where I had the x's in there, and I'll plug it back in there. And so now my equation is going to read f of x is equal to 2/9 times all of that. Okay, and that would be your final answer for that. So just to review that, again, you can pause, rewind. I'm going to take my zeros, I'm going to turn them into linear factors with opposite sides. I'm going to FOIL that. Okay, and then I'm going to plug in x. I'm sorry, 1 in for x, and I know my answer's got to be negative 2. So I'm going to solve that equation right there to get that 2/9. Okay, so hopefully this will help you answer those questions. I'll have that posted for you. And again, email me if you have any questions.